What is up, everybody? We're back here once again for another episode of Weekly Win Streak. It's your boy TP3, joined as always by the man himself. What up, bro? How we doing today, my boy? Glad to see your beautiful face once again.
Oh, sure. I'm doing great. It's start of another great week, another week of smacking Vegas around, and happy to be here. What about you, brother? How was your weekend in the Nashville area?
Yeah, man, we had a good weekend. So Friday night, just kicked it at the crib, watched that god awful excuse for a fight, and then Saturday, I stepped out on the town with the boys, and we had a decent time. Me and Nasty went to a private party at DraftKings, ate and drank all we could on a DraftKings dime. We cashed some slips on their dime as well. So, not a bad day, honestly, man. Had some drinks. Did okay on college football. Then yesterday, I was trying to rally the troops for a little Sunday Funday action. Nobody was really down, but just ended up staying at the content house and watching some games. And we had a great day on the books. Went 6-3, was 3 yards off from sweeping the VIP max play card. So we'll take it, man. What about you? How's your weekend?
Oh, dude, it was chill. We did all right in terms of bets. Yesterday wasn't great. Was not great. Couple of bad reads, couple of bad beats, but you'll have that. I know your max play was a bad beat. Gibbs, a lot of people were talking about it. Just 1 yard short. Some people had 2.5 yards short, depending on what line you had. But it's just tough, man. What are you gonna do? A bad spot, just fall forward. Come on, man. Don't you know I got my coin on the line? Get it.
Yeah, the worst part was he caught a 54-yard screen pass, and they ruled it a run first, and then they went back and changed it to a catch and run. And yeah, that was pretty tough, man. I thought I cashed it at first, but it's all right though. We were heavy on the Steelers and George Pickens receiving, so we cashed both those. So we'll take it. We'll take it for sure. Bro, with all that being said, overall, how are you feeling about everything rolling into another big week?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling really great. We've had a big influx of VIP subscribers over on SoBet. If you're not subscribed, link in the bio. Sign up code is TP3 or bro, whatever floats your boat. But guys, all the plays are there. It's been a blast this last couple of weeks. Finally hitting hitting the stride that I knew I was capable of. So man, I'm just excited. I'm excited for new games, and I'm excited for the trickery that Vegas is going to try to pull on us tonight in the Monday Night Football game. But first, before we get to Monday Night Football, what do you have to say about the games yesterday? Is there any games that completely caught your eye or that you were really surprised about?
I mean, I was kind of surprised with how shitty the Browns played. And then also, too, I mean, it is the Browns, so I shouldn't say that. I wasn't saying that they're shitty. I bet on the Browns. So I was not throwing any shade. Don't take that the wrong way.
That literally was just a dagger. I let it go. I let it go.
Yeah.
Bleed out over here by the time the show's over.
Yeah, don't take that one personally. But honestly, just the Sunday Night Football game, I really thought Cincinnati was going to pull that one out, man. And they just completely crumbled. So I think that one, honestly, was probably my biggest, what the fuck's going on here? What about you? What'd you think?
Well, I had two games. I wasn't surprised. The Browns are god-awful, and I think it is just time. Lose. Just lose, and lose as bad as you can. I don't even want it to be close. Please. But the two games, I was very surprised to see the Chiefs-Bills game end in more than a score margin. I got the beepers on. We got everything locked down, and still I get stoinked. Come on. Anyways, I was very surprised to see the Bills put a beating on Kansas City. But, I mean, bound to happen. I mean, what was it, 13 or 14 straight wins? Great run for the Chiefs. That said, also, Evan McPherson. Come on, man. You're a bootlicker. What a bum, dude. Sold on. Dude, 2 missed field goals. I understand they gave a touchdown at the end, but the dynamics of the game are completely different when you're basically playing with house money and it's a tie game. You have nothing to lose. You have to go for it. When you're playing from behind, you start pressing. It's oh, fuck, everything's bad. You're in a bad spot. Everything starts to feel like it's crumbling from under you. But Missing those field goals is huge. And Joey B is putting up MVP numbers and getting absolutely shafted by his teammates. That's all I have to say. But those two games were surprising to me.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one, man. I thought after Cincinnati used all that to come back, they would definitely get it done, but no, here we are. So definitely
Yeah.
interesting to see how everything played out yesterday and whatnot. But we're excited, man. We got a lot of stuff coming on tonight. I don't know if you saw or not, bro, over the weekend, but De'Aaron Fox went absolutely nuclear, dropped like I think it was like 50 something points and then 49 in his next game. So De'Aaron Fox, no, it was 60 and 49. So De'Aaron Fox is balling the fuck out right now. And his team is in action tonight. We got a nice little slate here of NBA guys. We're going to get y'all some free plays here in a second in football, but we're about to talk about these NBA games coming up tonight for the next 10 minutes or so. Let's start things off, bro. You want to go first on free play, or you want me to take the wheel?
You're the NBA savant. Leaders lead. Leaders lead.
Say no more. Let's get things started then. So tonight's slate, I do like tonight's slate quite a good bit. I will be putting out one more play here in a little bit. I have been betting on the NBA for far too long to know these teams on back-to-back will have random shit pop up. I'm going to wait till about an hour before tip-off and they announce their starting lineup just to make sure they don't cook us in any way. Just to make sure, guys. But my first free play for y'all tonight in the NBA, we're going to go to a guy who's playing against his former team that drafted him, where he won most improved player in the entire league, and that's Pascal Siakam. Tonight, he takes on the Toronto Raptors north of the border, where he got his start as a player. Now, the Pacers are in off a back-to-back. The Pacers don't play a lick of defense. Miles Turner's on the injury report now, which honestly makes me like this play even better. And the pace in this game will be insane if Miles Turner's out, because the Pacers don't even have a true center at that point in time. I might bet the over as well in this game if that happens. But you look at his matchup tonight for Siakam. He's playing against a Raptors team that's bottom 8 in points per game in the paint allowed, and points per game in the paint allowed this season. I believe they're the worst defense in the league, or second to worst defense in the league right now as well. Pacers play fast paced. They don't play any defense either. These two teams are going to run up and down the court. And Siakam last year topped this number against the Raptors in 2 out of his 3 games. In the one game he didn't top this number, he was in foul trouble with 4 fouls, and then it was a blowout, so he never came back in at the end. So I think he should have no problem putting up 21 points in this game. I think he'll score like 25. Give me Siakam to have a big night tonight.
I love it. I love it. And I may or may not have a play involving Mr. Siakam in his return to Toronto. But another thing that I'd like to point out, we've said this multiple times, Podol is a puss down low, man. And Siakam really thrives when he's able to score in the paint and around the hoop. He can still shoot a little bit, but let's be real. This guy likes to drive and attack the basket, and the Raptors also foul a lot, and Siakam lives at the free throw line. So really like that play. Really like that play. You actually had a beautiful segue talking about Mr. De'Aaron Fox and the Kings of Sacramento. I have a 2-leg money line play that I'm going to give you guys. And we're talking about back-to-backs and being able to utilize the details of back-to-backs to your advantage, as well as obviously the matchups in general. Here's what I have to say. First of all, Detroit's on a back-to-back, yes. But they didn't play any of their starters in the fourth quarter. They were up a ton. They only ended up scoring, I think, 22 points in the fourth quarter because they didn't have to score. They didn't have to play. The game was over. It was wrapped up. Chicago's also on a back-to-back, but they played in Houston. Okay, so they had a long flight, travel. They got their shit kicked in. Okay, not a fun trip. You're not excited to come home after that, and I think you may see a lot of that in this game. So I have Pistons money line, and then we have Kings money line. Hawks are on a back-to-back on a tough loss where they stormed back from down 17, 18 points or some shit like that, and just could not.
They were up at the half by 20 points, and they got outscored 38-17 in the third quarter, and then they had to come back from down in that again and still lost.
Yeah. See, so that's gonna tire out a team. Listen, the team's already bad. Sorry, T. You took a shot at my Browns. Got to take a shot at your Hawks. But
whoa, they're in the playoffs. The season ended today. That's how bad the East is right now.
That's trash. Yeah, I know, right? And my Cavs are at the top, but Kings are on a rest advantage. They didn't play. They're not on a back-to-back. They're at home. Give me the King. And we just talked about De'Aaron Fox being hot. Domantas Sabonis is a dog down low. He does a lot of different stuff for that team. I like Herder as well. That guy's kind of been on an upward trend. His PRA is sneaky. A lot of games, sneaky quality there. But the play is Pistons money line plus Kings money line. It's plus 131.
I like it. I will say though, I'm not going to endorse the Hawks here, but they don't have Sabonis. They don't have DeMar DeRozan. I mean, the Hawks defense is bad. To be honest with y'all, I was going to max bet De'Aaron Fox over points, but he went off so heavily. His points props at 35.5 now. I mean, 35.5. I'm not going to tell anybody to bet the under. I'm not betting the under. I'm not betting the over on that either. It's just a leave alone play. I maybe thought about pivoting to Keegan Murray, but I was like, meh, I'm just going to leave this one alone and watch it as a fan. I don't know, man. I think the fact you're on money line, you should be all right, but I think this game might be close. I mean, Atlanta's just a weird team in general, and these teams played pretty close last game, but at the same time, the Hawks do have some injuries, so we'll see on that one. But yeah, I agree with you on the Pistons. I think they should get it done for sure against the Bulls tonight.
Okay. Hey, for anyone in the chat, just know TP3 is an Atlanta guy, all right? He's hating on the play. He's throwing shade. Watching cash. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what, bro? Since I don't have money on it, I'll cheer for you, but fuck,
yeah.
The Hawks need a win.
I know. Well, hey, listen, you're still in the playoffs, just not today, okay? Go on a little hot streak after today. I won't bet against the Hawks for a while. We'll let you get hot over there.
No, I can't blame you. Bet against the Hawks. I'm pretty sure they're like the worst ATS team in the league, so there's that for you too.
Yeah, they're like 2-7 or some shit, right? Or 2 something. They're not good.
Yeah, not good. Let's put it that way. So yeah.
Okay.
By the way, bro, before I give out my next play in the NBA, do you have any action tonight in college basketball?
Yeah. One play.
How's college basketball been going lately?
All right. Like, it's just really weird. A lot of new faces and new places and outcomes that you wouldn't expect. Right now, and like unless you have a heavy lean on a favorite, it's almost like betting the dogs right now is the way to go a lot of the time. Like, these dogs are covering at a ridiculous rate. So just be very careful, especially tonight with all these spreads that are huge. Just, I don't know. Be careful. But I like North Florida, okay? Against UNC Asheville. Shite game. Your eyes should never see it. You just you lock it in, you cash it, and you cash it right there, cash it, and you thank me later. North Florida is actually fucking sick. They went on a 3-game road excursion to the SEC. They played South Carolina, they played Georgia, and they played, can't remember the third school, but from the SEC, all on the road. They beat South Carolina straight up. Oh, Georgia Tech, I think it was. They lost to Georgia Tech. Like, they played these teams close. Yeah. And they just got a big, another big win. I'm loving this team. I love what they did in the transfer portal. And I always struggle how to say this because it reminds me of street ball. They just go out there and freaking are crossing people up and dunking on people and like they're having fun. Like, it's not as much organized basketball as you're used to seeing. I love it. I'm all for it. But yeah, give me North Florida, the osprey, which is actually a large bird that flies around and fishes for fish.
You want to do your bird impression for us?
Well, I'm not really sure they're ready for that. I'm not really sure. That only comes out when I make a birdie or an eagle in golf.
All right, guys. If North Florida wins, we get a bro bird impression tomorrow. So you better be practicing tonight, bro, because they're going to cash and we're going to get one to lead off the show tomorrow. So it's exactly what the people want to see right there. Anyway, back on topic here. Before I give out my last play in NBA, I just want to say this. I was kind of skeptical of this in college basketball. That's why I haven't been betting on it. One, because I didn't have any time to do any research on it because I was too focused on my main sports. But two, because I think back to how college football started out, and we kind of talked about it, bro, at the beginning of the season. Like, these teams have so much roster overturn, so much change with the transfer portal. Like, do we really want to get involved this early in the season? What do we want to be looking for and stuff? I think college basketball is the same way. So I'm going to let these teams play out and try to see what they're made of a little bit first. But my next free play for y'all in the NBA tonight, we're going to go to the Rockets and the Bucks game. The Rockets coming here off a back-to-back. They just scored 143 points last night. I do kind of think they can win this game, but you look at the matchup. Damian Lillard's going to be back in the lineup. He's Swiss cheese on defense. Who do we have on the Rockets team? Fred VanVleet. You look at VanVleet right now. VanVleet's shooting the ball 15 times a game. He hasn't been shooting it great, but he's shooting 15 times a game. And you're telling me I need him to score 15 and a half points, and he's shooting that many times? Last time I checked, in an NBA game, making a basket is worth 2 points, not one, and a three-pointer is worth 3 points. If VanVleet can just shoot 50% from the field, we should cash this one easily. So he's probably going to shoot some free throws too. It's today's NBA where people go to the foul line and whatnot all the time. I like VanVleet to have a big night tonight. I think he should get probably closer to 20 points. He kind of went off last night. I don't know why VanVleet can't do it again. What do you think about that one?
I like it. And we were actually texting earlier. My AI model really likes VanVleet over 18 and a half points and assist. Holy fuck, there is a giant spider on my wall. What the fuck, dude? All right. Yeah, this is...
Bro, I'm deathly afraid of spiders. No, don't show me. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. No. Kill that motherfucker.
He's gone. R.I.P. Bro.
I can't see him, bro. I have arachnophobia, man. I can't look at spiders. I hate them.
Oh my god, dude, that was freaky. All right. Anyways, jeez. Back to the AI. Fred VanVleet over 18 and a half points in assists is what the AI says. So, I really like just the fifth. I like 15 and a half points. VanVleet doesn't pass the ball for shit. He's gonna ball out, trigger some threes.
Dude, it's because they just play all ISO ball, bro. It's all Şengün and Jalen Green.
I like Şengün, man. That boy can play.
Yeah, that boy can
stuffer.
Hoop. That boy can hoop. Give us another play tonight, and then let's go to the NFL, bro.
Okay. Oh, well.
Or you don't have to if you don't want to, and we can just go straight to NFL.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's save a little time, go to the NFL.
Yeah, guys, we are on a time crunch. You know, we're going up with the producers here. We have our time slot for a weekly win streak. So we got to give everybody what they want. It is time, guys. We have Monday Night Football tonight. The total, last time I checked, the total in this game is 41.5 between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. And Houston is currently a 7.5 point road favorite right now. What up, everybody in the chat? We appreciate y'all coming in here, guys. If you're watching us right now, whether you're on Twitter, YouTube, anything, hit the like button, hit the follow button, hit the share button. We don't care if you buy the picks or not. We just want you guys in our community to come talk sports with us and whatnot. But tonight we have a big game, guys. I have a pick in this game. Bro has a pick in this game. I typically like to bet a side or total in every single primetime game, one of the two. I don't have one tonight, but I know Bro does, so I'm going to let you go first and tell us what the play is.
Yep. All right, guys. I need you all to take a deep breath because this is nasty. We're gonna get down and dirty here. I'm taking the Cowboys. Okay, I'm taking them plus 7.5. So if they lose by a touchdown, we still win. And then I'm gonna sprinkle Cowboys on the money line. I know it's disgusting. I know you hate it, and you should. But listen, this line doesn't make any damn sense, T. It doesn't make any sense. It should be 12.5, 13 for how bad the Cowboys have looked, how bad they've lost games. I mean, they just got beat by 3 scores by the Eagles, and the Eagles took their foot off the gas. Like, bro, for this to be at 7 is an insult to our intelligence. And fine. Listen, if I'm wrong, fine. But listen, I looked earlier. The numbers may have changed a little bit. This morning, 83% of the money was on Houston spread. Do you want to know where it closed last night on Cincinnati? 83% of the money on the spread. Guys, it's like Groundhog Day. We're in a repeat. Run it back, Turbo. Guys, I'm not Turbo. Exactly. Run it back, Turbo. I'm not buying this shit. Listen, Vegas doesn't give layups. All right, here's some stats for you. In the last 5 matchups between these teams, the dog has covered all 5 times. Okay? Monday Night Football. 5 of Monday Night Football this year, the dog has won straight up, and 6 they've covered. Monday Night Football is the day of the dogs where Vegas wants to steal all of our money after we bet our asses off over the weekend. Okay? I'm taking the Steelers plus 7.5, and I'm taking on the money line. T, what say you?
Yeah, man. I look at this matchup. I could only take Dallas as well in this game, but I'm not going to bet the side or total tonight. I'm just going to go with a prop here, Lou. And I look at this game, guys. If I think Dallas is going to cover, I think this game's going to be tight here. But you know what I think is going to happen is Joe Mixon's going to get the rock. In his last 4 games since returning you had 1 game where he got back from his injury. Ever since in the last 4 games, he's toted it over 25 times. Well, his prop tonight's 21.5 carries. Dallas is the worst defense in the league in terms of rush EPA, in terms of YPP and yards per game on the ground. They're second worst only to the Panthers. Dallas's run defense is giving up more yards per run than most teams are per pass. That is like incredibly awful. So when I look at this matchup, I'm going with Joe Mixon. It was plus money this morning. I think it's minus 115 now to go over 21.5 rush attempts. I think he should carry the ball around that 25 mark that 25 time mark. And also too, here's another point I actually like. Nico Collins is back. Yes, they're probably going to hit explosives in the pass game, but Dallas's secondary is really banged up. They're going to be focused on trying to stop the pass, opening up even more for ISO Joe on the ground. ISO Joe is Joe Johnson, but that's what I call Mixon too because I can't get that out of my head. So, yeah, give me Mixon over rush attempts. I don't hate his rush yards either. I just think 84.5 is a shit ton. So that's why I just went ahead and took him over attempts. He should tote it 25 times.
I love that. I love that a lot. And it's a great read too, because so many people, including myself, want to run to back Nico and his receptions or receiving total. What a big impact it does have on the run game, right? You're not able to just key in on Tank Dell, and then other than that, we're just focused on the run game. So, great point. Honestly, I didn't even think about that.
I appreciate that. Also, too, another play I do kind of like I didn't take was Nico Collins' longest reception. I think it was like 35.5 yards or 32.5 or something like that. I mean, I just feel like with you don't have like Deron Bland. I think Diggs is playing with an injury. Like you're missing your number 3 corner. Their secondary is so banged up. I mean, I feel like Collins always has a huge catch, so I feel like Stroud's gonna get back on track for him. Or even Stroud's longest pass completion over 36.5 yards. Don't limit yourself to one receiver. I feel like they're gonna hit a huge explosive at some point in this game in the air.
Yeah, and honestly, like it could be even to Joe Mixon. Dallas is terrible against running backs out of the backfield. They've given up huge chunk plays. They gave up a 37-yard screen pass to Derrick Henry. I was getting ready to give you a fun stat. This is not an official play for me, but it's my favorite prop of the day. It's your same guy, Joe Mixon, but it's over receiving yards. It's right now at 15.5. Joe Mixon has hit that in almost every game this year. There's only been 2 games he hasn't hit it in. And when we're looking at opponents that have gone up against the Cowboys, only Saquon did not get over 15.5 receiving yards.
It's crazy.
So I like Mixon over receiving yards as well. Do you have another play? Do you have like hold on. Do you have a touchdown score for us Monday Night Football?
I mean, everyone's going to hate me if I say Joe Mixon. He's minus 270, or minus 250, I think, or something like that. Maybe 150. I don't know. Saw the odds jumping all over the place on him to score. Let's go with Rico Dowell as my touchdown score. Rico Dowell is supposed to be the full-time back in Dallas's backfield. I don't hate his receptions over 3.5 either. I feel like they'll dump it down to him a lot of the backfield, but I think Rico Dowell is probably going to find the end zone in this game one way or another. I think when Dallas gets in the red zone, they're really going to try to lean on that run game. So I like Dowell to score a touchdown in this game. What about you?
CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, baby. And I think he's going to score a touchdown and the first touchdown. I can see it now. Play action fake. 50-yard line, deep post, Cooper Rush, right over the top. Texans are bringing the blitz. We say, see ya, CD, to the end zone for a tutty.
Love the call out right there. I think we should get some cash on that one. Bro, any other angles, plays, anything you want to give out on this game before we call it a stream here and get out of here?
No, not really. I mean, you don't have any? Do you have anything else? I mean, I got a parlay. If you want me to give out a parlay.
Yeah, let's hear the parlay.
All right. Let me make sure I have all the figures correct. Also, everybody in the chat, it is my dogs Where Gucci? Oh, he's way over there. It's my dog, wiener dog Gucci, the one you heard barking earlier. He turns 11 today. He turns 11. He's been battling health issues. Old dog.
I'll
Gucci.
clap for that. You get a clap from back here.
Yeah, we got producer Bryce clapping too.
We love it.
Also, shout out producer Bryce making his weekly win streak premiere today. Appreciate you all you do for us on the back end, Bryce. We couldn't do it without you.
Pleasure.
For sure, man. You're a legend, dude. The absolute GOAT.
Well, bro, we know that, dude, Cowboys have to cover now, man. The dogs are barking today in honor of Gucci. Give us your parlay and let's get out of here in honor of Gucci, guys. The dogs are barking.
In honor of Gucci, that's right. All right, guys. So I just gave you Joe Mixon over 15.5 receiving yards. That's the first leg. All of these have been AI projected over the lines, just so you know. Yeah. Rico Dowdle, your boy, over 50 rushing yards. Nico Collins, over 70 receiving yards. CeeDee Lamb, over 50 receiving yards. With the DraftKings boost, plus 975.
I like that a lot. And also, too, I do think Dalton Schultz is a decent look, Jimmy. Like somebody said it to me earlier today. It's a Dalton Schultz revenge game.
Ooh, great angle. Wow, forgot about that. He was a guy that was wearing that Lone Star, just the star on the helmet there. Now he's got a Raging Bull. Do you know what jerseys Houston's wearing? Are they wearing those all red ones again?
I do not know. I hope so, though. Houston has some fresh-ass jerseys, so I'm sure they'll be wearing some drip.
Fuck yeah, man. Those things were sick. I was like, golly. Save some heat for the people when it gets cold in the winter.
Yeah, dude. They got to save some heat for the people. But, all right, guys. We're going to cash some tickets tonight. Let's get this money tonight. We appreciate all y'all who came in here and tuned in on our stream today. We're about to go live over on Instagram. So if y'all want to get more free plays and hear us chop it up a little bit more, go ahead and go over to the Instagram. We're going to be live on SoBet's Instagram here in about 5 minutes or so. But as always, guys, we appreciate all y'all. Jimmy, let's get some cash tonight, guys. Let's get some fucking money, bro. I'll talk to you tomorrow, my boy.
We'll see ya.